drunk in the back of my car, man. We found a good spot to park. Paradise ain't that far, yeah. Whoa! Well, it might be only 10 degrees, but the more we drink, the less you'll hear from me about it.
Welcome to In the Round, a podcast for people who love music and genuine conversation. Join us as we sit down with some of our favorite local, regional, and national artists to chat about life and their creative journeys.
Still I can't help going back to the source. Dopamine, driving me crazy. Dopamine, making me lazy and blue. But I'm still in love with you. I'm still in love with you. You got those wicked ways, your siren face, and when everything was falling into place, I miss that feeling. They could see.
I started writing it right after I turned 40, and I straight up had a midlife crisis. And I was like, "Here we go! Let's like." I got on the train, and I had my bags, and I was like, "We're going on the midlife crisis train," and I went on that, I went on that journey, man.
Yeah.
And that's what it is. So if there's like this overarching theme, that's what it is. I don't know if you can detect that specifically in most songs, but that's where
Yeah,
But-
I feel like that's that dichotomy of hope and despair, I guess, is that I was
Totally.
picking up on.
Yeah.
Of, there was, I feel like some reflections on real moments, but also the what ifs, and I feel like that's maybe kind
Yeah.
of where.
Yeah, because it's midlife. When you hit 40, you're looking. I mean, the whole thing is, I think you become your mortality and your sense of mortality and your past suddenly have equal bearing,
Right,
in a way.
right.
And that's a weird place to be. But I didn't think of it so much like that. Like, I wasn't necessarily thinking about mortality in a like, oh shit, I only have this much time left. But I think it's just like it's like a subconscious theme,
Yeah. Oh, of course. It's intrinsic to who we are as humans.
Yeah.
But then it's like as you move through life, sometimes you are closer
Yes.
to it, maybe, and sometimes you're farther away. And not even in terms of aging, I feel like, just in terms of
Vibe.
just in terms of vibe. Like, what's the
Got
vibe
that
today?
mortality vibe today.
Feeling kind of dark today. Or like things that make you feel young versus things that make you feel old.
Totally. Well, and interestingly, so that was another part about this like midlife experience. I'll call it a midlife crisis. I'm trying to like dance around it. Let's just call it a midlife crisis.
I liked midlife experience. That was like.
Well, that's also true. But I also felt really young at times. Like, I remember there were a lot of moments of like deep and serious awe and just like wonder, like, and like just really having the ability to like in real time acknowledge how amazing the life is, the opportunity to live the life in the way you want it, the beauty of the world, the like sadness, the beauty and the sadness, yada yada. And I felt there were times when I felt like just there was so much like awe and wonder in my life that I felt like I was a teenager again.
When they're gone, do you live like a holiday? Are you rested up inside? Is your heart back open wide? When they're gone, is it the middle of a hurricane? Where your head's all crystal clear, a new romantic Hemisphere, all the colors getting brighter. Are you strong from your head to your knees and down to your toes? You needed to be minus thieves. You needed to be minus thieves. You deserve to breathe. Minus thieves, minus thieves. Standing conscious, you and me. Skin on conscious on the count of three. You know I love the way you look up close. But you were in town again. Close my eyes and count to 10. You know I love it when you hit it home. You know I love the way you look up close. Hold me true to the fire again. Wanna lose my mind again. You know I find it when it's time to go.
Raised by caffeine and a toke, a bottle and a smoke, in small town agricultural state, USA, 1990s, which were musically pretty cool.
You see it as your duty to metabolize culture and reflect it back to the listeners. And you said, sometimes I'm saying, this is us, like, again, observational, like, this is us. And sometimes you're saying, is this us? And I just love that comment because I hear that in your music. But I also think, kind of like you just said, you ask that question, but in a really kind way. And you're coming from a place of, like, genuine care, authenticity, and love, but like the tough love sometimes, right? Of like, what are we doing?
Yeah, it's, as I've matured as a songwriter and performer, I've come to embrace that as much as I wanted to be the cool guy, and you know, you find your moments of cool guy. As much as I wanted to be like cool, a rock star or this, I end up being the hippie guy, who's like being a light worker who, like, I'm out promoting love, I'm out promoting connection. I choose almost none of that language to wrap what I do in. You know, it feels a little odd coming out of my mouth, but and that's just a way to sort of highlight that I'm doing that, but I'm doing it in my own way. A term I'll often use is sneaky vegetables. I travel far and wide, and I try to make the songs delicious. I try to make them pop songs. They got riffs and hooks, and they're fun, and they're all pretty unique, but you can tell that it's me throughout. You can see my identity in there. And I'm not out there trying to save the world with my music, but I am for a moment, and in those shared moments with audiences, trying to save us for a little bit.
Save yourself in a way, right? Like, it's kind of, we were talking about how you can't not play, you know, artists.
As an affliction.
It's an affliction. I love that. I'm going to use it. I'm going to steal it. It's such a good way to describe, you know, it's like you have to evangelize in the sense, like, this is how it's coming out. And I say I shouldn't even use the E word because, you know, these days and times, but I don't mean it in a preachy, churchy way. I mean it in the sense of, like, spreading that message that you were just talking about, in a way, again, that's catchy as heck, and you know, hopefully kind of like sinks in between people's cracks in the outside, and you know, they leave the show feeling like, oh, that was fun, that was enjoyable, that was, you know, again, really catchy. Your music makes me want to move, but then you're like, oh, remember that one, you know, and hopefully people walk away kind of thinking about it too, which is what I love about what you do.
Play.
Try me.
I take pride in being one that you can't read well. My heart wanna please with a couple standards from hell. So let's keep it free from emotion, girl, if you're mad, oh well. Damn, titties was fake the whole time, I couldn't tell. I'm a dog, beast, fiend, and a king. Damn right, yeah, I guess I'm all that. Had dreams of the success way back. Yeah. when I was watching all that Nickelodeon, but no kids. I big saw all my thoughts, let a brother just live. Get your biz with no suit and tie. Construction created this world's demise. So fall back and keep your eyes on the prize. And don't forget we only here for a little while. Keep your head up, you must. But be cautious with who you trust and take a chance. Don't be scared to smile, cause every step in your day is a sacred mile. Cause you define your art, create your style. So never rush, best do take a while. First I found my passion and then I got cracking. Give a dream work, anything will happen. All it took was drive, bit outlast. And then I got it all while them boys were slacking. Found vibes, and now I got a pulse on the city. And pretty ladies off of me, they titties. Love the sarcasm, they calling me silly. And now when I pass, they like, yeah, that's Billy.
What up, funny?
Yeah, that's Billy.
Dirty doesn't mind.
Yeah, that's Billy.
It's funny, dirty.
Kiss me once and act like it never happened. I won't tell if you don't wanna fight. It's just a little lie. Remember when we stood alone?
but some days I feel the tug of a hand. I can't move where I choose, I get used on demand as a part in the production that I do.
Also, what I love is you can't necessarily, how to explain this? It's like you can't necessarily tell that song is about death, for example. You know, like the beats and the rhythm and everything else going on, and then you start listening to you and you're like, oh, snap. You know, like this is really deep topics, and I love
heard
that
and seen.
dichotomy.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like, that's the music I've always liked has always been like kind of it's like the sugar that makes the medicine go down. There's like, I love like happy sad.
Yeah.
Like, and you know, a touch of melancholy. It's like almost pretty and then it gets weird. Like In Rainbows is like one of my favorite albums in the world. My stuff doesn't sound like that, but it's like, that's a pretty album. It's weird.
Yeah, it's weird.
And like, I don't like too sweet, but I like some sweet. And sometimes I feel like you're capturing the body with the pocket, or, you know, it's like, this feels good. And then once you have that, then you can speak to other parts.
Yeah.
Give me peace, give me heaven on earth. Hey, give me truth, give me love. Give me peace, give me heaven on earth. It don't matter where it is, you just tell me where to go. It don't matter where it is, you just tell me where to go. It don't matter what the time, you just tell me when to go. It don't matter what the time, you just tell me when to go. It don't matter where it is, you just tell me where to go. It don't matter where it is, you just tell me where to go. It don't matter what the time, you just tell me when to go. It don't matter what the time, you just tell me when to go. Fire and flame came crashing down. No one was around to see. I was lonely out amongst the crowds, until you made me see the peace. It's possible to need someone in your darkest hour day. There wasn't no way to run. You made me feel that I could stay. Find my way home. Northern star rain in the sky. You didn't know even broken men ain't supposed to cry.
I think it's such a mixed bag. I tend to just kind of write what comes to my mind or about how I'm feeling. So if you listen to the songs I've got out, most of them are about the way I'm feeling at the time. Slow Down was about the way I was feeling at the time. Fire and Flame was the same way. Iowa Skies was really a feeling song. It's about, so that's generically what we write, except for the new one coming out. But it's still kind of like a feeling. So I probably write more so like the way that I feel versus about something specific or about a person or about like an experience or whatever it might be. So
guys, all right, I'm gonna do that one. I was her and you were him. Can't go back, but I do it all again. I was standing in the shower crying. Say I was fine, I'd be lying. I didn't break your heart, you broke mine. But it sure like being intertwined. And looking back, I was just a kid. Surprised I loved like I did. And the things I knew were far and few. But I knew my heart loved you. And the things I knew were far and few. But I knew my heart loved you. Before I even met you, I knew that there'd be a time when life took my heart and squeezed it like a goddamn lime. So goodbye forever for now. I'll be damned if I miss you somehow. I'm gonna rise with the morning time. Try not to leave a shadow behind. And the things I knew were far and few. But I knew my heart loved you. And the things I knew were far and few. But I knew my heart loved you.
Waiting tables is fine when you're able, but I don't feel too able too often anymore. Back when I was stable, I stayed home and watched cable, but I sold my TV to the guy that lives next door. I don't need it, I can't focus, my mind races till it hits locust right down the street where we used to meet. I'm still wandering, I can't find it, can't find my mind, but I don't mind it, I feel empty, standing where we used to meet. I feel so far from my dream, taking shots in the parking lot in my pink limousine. I hope it's not what it seems. My pink limousine, can you fix everything?
Sentimental. My dreams are blue dreams, just won't come true dreams. I find.
As I can have seen lots of different groups, it's usually their favorite part. We sing the blues, and I start by singing the blues, and I tell them how the blues is so emotional but also ironic because we're singing about something really sad usually. You know, my dog just died. My girlfriend cheated on me. Yeah, you know, all that. But you're singing it in sometimes a major sounding way.
Yeah.
or a happy way that makes you feel good. So we talk like that. We use language like that. But they love this part where I sing a phrase and then they sing it back to me, and we go through like 2 times through the blues form or whatever. And the absolute reason that group exists, and for me, maybe it was a little bit different for the people that invented this group or whatever, but it's just to pique their interest. We're not going in there to make jazz musicians. I don't even care if they grow up to not like jazz at all, as long as they like music, live music.
Yeah.
So we're sharing the music that we like through jazz, and so we call it the schoolhouse jazz. But honestly, I want to get these people interested, these young people interested in music and live art as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Whether they grow up to do it or whether they grow up to buy tickets to come to my shows.
I'm waking up every day in a fog, wondering where my last hour is gone, parsing through what you said in my dream. Which words did you mean? I only have so much time to kill these days. I've gotten good at pissing it away. I save it all for the end of the wire and wonder why I'm tired. Maybe it's November. Maybe it's my head, but I can't help but think.
In the Round is produced and recorded at Trilix Studio. Remember to subscribe to In the Round wherever podcasts are found.